Mom outraged over what Florida teacher did when her kid knelt for the pledge. A Florida woman is speaking out after her 6-year-old son decided to take it upon himself to kneel during the daily Pledge of Allegiance. Too bad for him, it blew up in his face after what the teacher did in response, and his mother is downright furious over the 4 words the educator uttered to her entitled child. Eugenia McDowell's 6-year-old son attends Wiregrass Elementary School in Wesley Chapel, Florida, where things recently took quite an odd turn during what should have been a mundane school day. As it turns out, the woman's son decided that he would kneel for the Pledge of Allegiance after watching the entitled punks in the NFL do the same. According to Mediate, McDowell states that she was unaware of her child's intentions that day, but says that she does know exactly what inspired him to be so disrespectful. Unfortunately for this misguided brat, he didn't realize that his teacher was someone whom he shouldn't mess with. In fact, ABC News reports that the boy's teacher uttered 4 words that put an end to his display by telling the child to stand up and stop it. Of course, it quickly became clear where the student got his entitlement mentality, as his mother has since come forward to whine and complain about what the teacher did. The mother claims the boy's educator publicly admonished the kid, but the school has since pushed back, saying they did not no such thing. In fact, the teacher reportedly texted McDowell as a courtesy to tell her what had happened so that she didn't have to be surprised later when she found out. I knew where he had seen it, but I did tell him that in the classroom we are learning what it means to be a good citizen. We're learning about respecting the United States of America and our country symbols and showing loyalty and patriotism, and that we stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, the teacher wrote. Of course, McDowell didn't see it that way. What that said to me was that him taking a knee was the exact opposite. He was disrespectful of the country. McDowell went on to whine. He was being disrespectful of the flag. Too bad for her, the school isn't about to put up with her nonsense of her child's. Linda Cobb, a spokeswoman for the school district of Wiregrass Elementary School, would later explain that what the boy did was actually illegal. Our policy, and state law for that matter, requires that a parent submit a request in writing that their student be exempt from participating in the pledge, she stated. As one would imagine, McDowell later went on to give the typical "we will not be silenced" call to action that we see from everyone like this. At the end of the day, these protests are every bit as pathetic as they are worthless, and now they are getting 6-year-old children involved who don't even understand what it's all about. What I'd like to hear from punks like those kneeling in the NFL is what they think they're actually doing to help, quote. Is black unemployment down any because of their kneeling? How about black on black crime, specifically murder? You know, because Black Lives Matter and all. The problem lies with the fact that this is a gesture, not an action that leads to a solution. If these idiots really wanted change, they'd be out in the community trying to help, but they can't be bothered with that. It takes too much time and effort and money. Instead, they stick to the, quote, trendy decision to simply kneel during the national anthem, which doesn't help anyone but themselves as they get all the attention. As for what they're doing well, spitting on the country, that has allowed them the opportunity to become multimillionaires, only to show them to be the idiots that they actually are. However, it all comes into perspective when you simply ask, how is it helping? long story short, it's not, and McDowell would be better off teaching her child to actually do something rather than act like an entitled brat, which doesn't help anyone. And of course, when you're not being told to respect, and this is what leads to criminal activity later on in life. Absolutely. Let us know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.